square centimeters. Find the diameter. So always good to draw a picture here. Maybe just label the thing you're trying to find. The area of a circle. Do you remember that formula from class?
It's oh shoot, I'm looking at the area of a sector. The area of a circle is oh yeah, pi r squared.
R squared. So this is one you got to know. Notice there's no diameter in the formula. Okay. So 68 equals pi radius squared. You're trying to solve for r. So you're going to divide by pi. Okay. And then from here, you have 68 over pi equals r squared. You're going to take a square root of both sides. That is the radius. Okay. If you go to your calculator, type that in. But since you want the diameter is double the radius. So you get this number here, multiply it by 2. This one doesn't say anything about rounding, does it? Nearest tenth. Okay. So go ahead and grab your calculator and see what you come up with.
I got a 4.6 or 4.7.
For this, that's fine. Now you don't want to round this answer. You want to round your final answer. So your diameter is 2 times r, or 2 times 68 over pi, like that. So what do you have for an answer there?
9.3.
Yes. And then we just need units because we are in
9.3 inches squared, or square inches.
So that would be the area. So the area comes from centimeters times centimeters. So lengths are just centimeters in this case.
Just for diameters. So just
yes. Inches. Okay. It's they're looking for all that when they grade this. That's why I'm being so particular about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you should just consider that as well when you're doing this. So here we go.
Nice.
All right, 15. Probably really similar here. Yeah, so this is the same problem. Why don't you try this one on your own here? It's exactly the same as the previous one, just different numbers. Give me your final answer, please.
Sounds good. I got 10.9 millimeters.
Very good. Perfect. So one of the nice things about your book is they tend to give you one that's, or 2 in a row that are pretty similar.
Yeah.
So like if you didn't know how to do 16, you would go on to 17 for that. Okay, now this one, I think this one's easier. Like, I don't know why they didn't give this to you first. The area of the circle is 112. Area of a circle is pi r squared. 112 equals pi r squared. Find the radius. It's right there. It's right there in the formula. Like, you've already been finding the radius.
Yeah.
So the radius is the square root of 112 over pi, just like you did before. It's going to be in inches. Go ahead and calculate that, and we'll compare answers here.
Six.
It is 6. Perfect. So why don't you try 17 on your own? I believe it's exactly the same. You are solving for the radius again. For the previous one though, units, make sure you give me the correct units. 6 inches, same thing here. For 17, make sure you give me the correct units on that one.
That's good. I got 9.1 feet.
Sorry, just a moment here. I was looking ahead here at your problems. You said 8.1?
9.1.
1. So this one is, did you do the square root of 206 over pi?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have different answers?
Oh, I put 260.
Okay. Yeah, this one is 8.1 feet. I probably said this to you already, but on a test or quiz, always good to do the calculations twice. Maybe not right there, but do them,
Yeah.
back to back. All right. 18, you said 14 to 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's chemistry going right now?
Chemistry's going good. I just finishing up that packet that we kind of started.
Okay. So you guys doing like the gas laws, Boyle's law, Charles law?
Yeah, we're gonna have a test on it pretty soon, but we can use the study guide on it. So
Nice. That's always good.
yeah.
It's a great. Um, yeah, some colleges are, especially the more prestigious ones seem to be more open note than ever, bring everything
Mhm.
you want in the classroom. Test. Okay. So we're finding the area of sector. The formula I'm going to give you might be slightly different than what you've seen before. So it starts with the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. Okay. And then you
Mhm.
take the angle and divide it by 360. So the angle refers to the given angle here.
Yeah, the central angle.
So in this case, like you said, central angle, it means it's because it's part of it. If you were to go all the way around, it's 360, but we only want a fraction of it. Okay, so sometimes they want the exact answer. In your case, they're asking for the rounded to the nearest tenth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go ahead and give this one a try, please.
Sounds good. Because I have it as area of the sector over area of the circle is equal to the measure of the angle over 360.
Yes, and that's true. The formula I'm giving you over here is more intuitive because it follows from the area of a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Pi r squared is the area of a circle, okay? But we don't want the whole area. We just want a fractional part of it. So I know it's different than what you gave me, kind of. They're really the same, but this one, if you were to go all the way around, that's 360.
Mm-hmm.
And 360 divided by 360 is 1, so you just get back to this. I don't know why books don't show it this way, but they don't. I recommend doing this, but if you don't want to, that's totally fine. We will get the same answer though. We
Okay.
obviously get the same answer. So you do it this way, the other way, however you want, and we'll get the right answer. So give me that number rounded to the nearest tenth whenever you got it.
Sounds good. I got 10.
Yep. And what are the units of that?
Oh, 10 inches.
Squared
10
or
inches
square
squared.
inches
Yeah.
because it's an area. The area, even though it's a sector, it's still an area. Right. Now, just real quick here, what was let me just make sure. What is the formula you were giving me? The area of the circle?
Yeah, area of the sector.
Oh, sorry, sector. You said area of the sector
Yeah.
divided by the area of the circle
Uh-huh.
equals what?
Equals the measure of the central angle
Okay.
over 360.
Okay. So watch this. This is really, this is going to make your life a lot better. If you multiply both sides by the area of the sector, which happens to be pi r, I'm sorry, I messed that up.
Area of the circle.
I wish we could rewind life here 30 seconds. Area of the circle times the area of the circle. See how those cancel on the left? And
Oh,
the area of the
okay.
circle is really pi r squared, so it is exactly the same.
Yeah.
I would, I mean, I know it's hard to like go against like what you see in the books in the classroom and all that.
Mhm. No,
Uh,
yeah.
I would do it this way. All right, it's up to
And
you.
to do it that way, it's just like I would just plug in the right side into my calculator.
That's right. That's why it's so
Okay.
much more efficient. So why don't you try 19 on your own and make sure you give me the the correct units
Sounds good.
as well with your answer.
Do I need to put parentheses to, or just?
So here you're using a TI 8384.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's how you can enter this 72/360. So your calculator
Mhm.
knows to divide that first
Yeah.
times pi, then it'll multiply by
Oh,
pi,
okay.
then it'll take the radius. And if you do this, it will do it correctly. Now you could add parentheses here. They are not needed though, because the calculator knows to do division before multiplication because it's an order, then multiplication knows to do the square first before that. Good question, because like, how do you even know if your answer's right when
Mhm.
you do all this?
Yeah.
Um,
So I got 40.2 centimeters.
Squared
Oh yeah, square cent or yeah, square centimeter.
or square centimeters if you want. Do you feel like you've been given enough instruction on how to use that calculator?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good about it. I mean, I know, like I know how to do certain, like how to use my calculator to solve certain problems. It's just kind of like the small details that are kind of left out.
Yes, I would agree. All right, so this one, the area of the sector is the angle 133 out of 360. Pi radius is 12 squared. Now, I substitute numbers in parentheses when I show it. You can add parentheses here with your
Hmm.
calculator, but you don't
Yeah,
have to.
that's what I was wondering with the parentheses too. Like,
And
what if
the
I did like parentheses pi 12 squared parentheses?
so the calculator knows to do whatever's inside parentheses first, but there's nothing to do. It's just 12.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
got it.
All right, let me get my thing up. All right, I've got the answer here whenever you're ready.
Just one more second. Yeah, I got 167.1 inch square feet.
Okay. Square feet, feet squared, good. So,
Mm,
so there's not really much different about the next ones here. Let's skip to 22. 22 and 23 are kind of different. So actually, we got plenty of time here. Let's have you do 21 next, and then we'll talk about the differences here.
I got a 322.0 meters or square meters.
Yes. Very good. All right. So 22 and 23 are slightly different. Grab this one here, 22. All right. So notice that the central angle this time is not the angle for the shaded area.
Mm-hmm.
So you want this shaded area angle. Okay. So to get that, you subtract from 360.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's option one. This ends up being 305 degrees, and use the formula. Use the formula that we've been using. Okay, that's way number one. Way number two is you find the area of this sector and subtract it from the whole area.
From 360?
No, like you find the area of this sector and subtract from the whole area of the circle, which means you have to do
Oh,
two calculations. I would
yeah.
recommend finding the other angle if at all possible,
Mm-hmm.
which we've done, and then just using the formula.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Okay, so give that a try and let me know what you come up with.
333.9 or square millimeters.
Good. All right, so go ahead and try 23. It's the same as 22. Your book's really good about giving you kind of one like it right after. So I recommend finding that other angle and applying the same formula we've been using.
284 square inches.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So two formulas we used today so far. Area of a circle, pi r squared. Area of a sector is the angle out of 360 pi r squared. And then we also use the fact that the diameter is 2 times the radius.
Yep.
Okay, so do you have some other stuff for us to work on today? We've got some time here.
Let me look to
You
see
can
if I
always
can.
we can always preview an upcoming section, or if you know what your homework you might be assigned, whatever you want. Time's totally up for up to you.
Let me look because I think that's all I have today, or just kind of in general. Because I mean, we did that project. I didn't realize the project we did the other day with the nights and stuff wasn't due for a while. So I got really ahead on that,
That's
which is
good.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of, it's what I tell a lot of people about, tutoring is you can really get a lot done in a
Yeah.
short amount of
Totally.
time. So that's why it's such a good value. But I get it. Like you gotta tell me, take a look here. We got time. Don't feel rushed.
Yeah. No, that's everything. I think that's good for today.
Okay. Well, let me see here. Go ahead and stop the recording. All right. So